This time in Uncle Jesse's rod shop, I get stuff done. And I spit all over too. You know, I don't know how I get myself into these little predicaments. So I need to get seats for this truck. And what I end up with is the 40, 20, 40 seats from a OBS Ford, 92 specifically. And, you know, I thought it'd be more bolt-in than this. I knew I was going to have to do a little fabrication. What I didn't realize was super cab seats, this style with a 40, 20, 40 are totally different than regular cab. And now I understand why. If you think about it, if you have a super cab or a Bronco for that matter, the seat needs to slide forward for accessibility to the back seat. And so in order to do that, they have two sliders on the seats. So they have the normal sliders for seat adjustment. And then they have these additional sliders. So you tilt the seat down, and then it activates those sliders, and the seat slides way out of the way forward for people to get in the back seat. Well, a regular cab and a crew cab wouldn't have that feature because obvious reasons. So being that these seats came from a super cab and not realizing that I was going to have two sets of sliders, and I cut the sliders that I don't need off. And we'll fabricate from there. These are the mounts off the super cab the seats came from. But in an effort to make everything mount as low as possible because of the extra sliders, it's just way different and it's unusable. And that's why I have to use, or I had to remove the sliders off the mounts. Otherwise it just positions the seat way too high. Here's the bottom of the seat. And just so you know, like a regular bench, like this style right here, if you get that from a 80 to 96 Ford, it'll bolt in to a earlier truck, a bump side or a dent side. All you gotta do is change the seat sliders. So the seat itself will bolt in. You just got to have the original seat mounts from whatever truck you're putting them in. And just a little tech tip. But with these 40, 20, 40 seats, they all move individually. This is a different thing. And I knew there was a big rack on the bottom to hold all the seats in. And I knew I'd have to fabricate that or alter that to fit the old dent side here. Anyways, so that's where I'm at right now. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Some welds are good, some welds
not as good.
So I got, ouch, still hot. So I got the seat sliders welded on some new brackets. I had to get creative on how I welded these on there. Not much accessibility to weld it to the existing bracket, but I managed. I think it'll be good. So these, both the seats, this part, and this is the part right here that bolts to. So that part bolts to the seat frame. This thing's dirty and nasty, I know, but it's just temporary. And then also I have to modify this, how it mounts to the floor, and we'll get to that later. There's the center seat. All right, there it is, mocked up. I got new side panels there, so that ugliness won't be there. And they do need to be cleaned up. Alright, here's the seat frame. Again, this is like the original, would have been the original seat frame for the 40/20/40 seats in a regular cab or a crew cab. It just needs to be modified quite a bit to fit the floor of this dent side here. So, first of all, what I got here, so the front mount, both sides, this is already cut off. Get that out of here. And I'm going to weld a flat piece with a hole in it for the front. It's about the right height now. And in the back, it just needs to be totally different here. So I'm going to cut the back mount off, weld a piece underneath and with a couple holes, you'll see. I'll show that next. There we have it. I welded the feet in for the forward mount. This is the bottom. And the back feet, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I was going to cut those off and weld on something different, but I think I might use those feet actually that are on there. And the stock rear seat mounts bolted right there and there. And the hole on that mount ends up being right there on both sides. So what I'm thinking is my floor drops off right here like 1.5 inches. That's not normal. Most stock, the crew cabs, they go, the floor is this level all the way back. I dropped it for more feet room, more foot room, more leg room. And anyways, I have to make 1.5 inch spacer, so I might bolt down the spacer, then thread the center hole to mount the seat. Instead of cutting those other feet off the seat tray. I'm having a hard time talking right now. I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe
so I think
you're just too tired.
we'll just end this for now when I can talk again. Good morning, everyone. Okay, it's a new day, and maybe I can talk better today. So, after thinking about it a little bit, I remember there's a big cross member I built into the bottom, and there's a big block welded 3/4 thick for these holes that I drilled and tapped. They're plugged right now. Anyways, so instead of making a block and bolting it down to the floor and then drill and tap in the center of the block for the new seats, why not just drill and tap the block, since if you know, it's pretty close to in between those two holes that were already there. So that's what I did. Push the big red easy button. This is the new spacer that goes. Seat will mount on top of there. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright, so I got the seat mount. I got it in. I did clean it up a little bit, because not only was it dirty before, it had crust on it. A lot of crusty stuff that I don't even want to know what it was. But I realized that was the source of a smell that I had in here. And so I took it to a car wash and pressure washed it. Obviously it's going to have to be painted and stuff yet, but we're just going to test fit everything. I did have to drill some more holes. Because you know, the seat mounts, I had to do some custom work on those, as you know, from earlier in the video, and the locations won't be stock, so I had to add those holes. And also, I added these little holes right here because I may want to at some point, I don't know, make some kind of console or I don't know, but those holes are there, and if I want to bolt something there, I don't have to take anything apart later, and they're not hurting anything there, so try to think ahead a little bit sometimes. Alright, there they are. Everything is going to have to come out because, you know, there's no carpet or sound deadening in there, and the seats will need to be cleaned up. I need to repair the driver's side. I got a new bottom cover for it, the actual fabric, not just a cover. And I do need to paint the seat bracket and whatnot, but there it is. Alright, we're doing a little trial here. And we're gonna see if there's room with Silas. Say hi, Si.
Hi.
To sit in the middle in the little jumper seat there while I shift reverse. Si's got plenty of room. I got plenty of elbow room. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth, whatever you prefer to call it. I think we tested it. We've proved it out. The seats work. And it'll be cool, won't it? I'm not sure. He's not so sure about it. All right, can you say goodbye? All right. Oh yeah, one more thing. You made it this far. You've watched this whole video. So why don't you just go ahead and push that like button and then subscribe to my channel. And you'll see more awesomeness or something.